Welcome to this Drupal video. In this video, we will learn how to manage your content, your files, your images that you might need to attach to pages, create links to in your pages for your website. We will also talk about how to add media folders that help you organize that content. So to access this, we're going to go to the content menu and click on that content link up at the top. And we've been in this tab before. We used it before to go in and use the edit choice to be able to edit our pages. But we also have the choice here to be able to delete a page on the site. So for example, I have this event that I created, this New Year's open house event that I created. I can click on the delete link here on the far right. Drupal wants to confirm that with me because if you'll notice, it's an action that cannot be undone. So it always requires 2 clicks to be able to delete a file. And when I say delete, this page will be deleted. And now I only have my basic page. I no longer have my New Year's open house that I had before. So that's one thing to learn how to do. How do you simply delete web pages off the website if you need to clean up the website itself? The next tab that we have here is called Files. And Files lets me add additional items that I might create links to from my web page. So additional items might be things that I might have an image, for example, on my web page or a link to a PDF document. And so I have the choice here to add file, and I have a folder structure here on the left-hand side that will help me organize where that will go. So I am going to click on add file, and I am going to add a little image. I have a choice. I get to drag my files here. I can click on the add files link in the lower left of the drag files here window. And then I'm going to get to organize where they go. So let me click on add files here and go and find my file. I have a little image I want to add. And I click on that and I get to put what folder it's going to go into, and it's an image, so I'm going to find my images folder. That's where we have the files organized for the training website. Go to images, go to instructor, so I get this in the right place. And there's some rules about the files that you can see that are listed here. The file must be less than 25 megs, and it only allows certain kinds of files to be uploaded. Word documents, Excel works, for example, PowerPoint files, and then also all of your image file types, JPEG, GIF, PNG. So when I click on the Start Upload, it will upload my files, and my choice would be to have multiple files if I wished to. It would upload all of them for me. And then I get to say Next. And I get to go in and put in some detail about the file or files that I have added. Remember, the alt text is a required field for accessibility purposes. For users who are having screen readers read content aloud to them, we want to provide something for the screen reader to read aloud about the image. So I'm going to describe the image as courtroom scene. I could be replacing a file if needed. I'm not in this case. And then I get to say where it's going to go again or confirm where it's going, which is my instructor folder under media. And I say save, and my image is uploaded and saved. Here's another copy of it. I have several in the instructor folder here. So that's one choice. How do you add? The next thing to learn how to do is to delete a file. For example, I have several copies of some of these images in my folder. I might want to delete the extra copies. So I can click on a file here, an image or a PDF, for example. And when I scroll down in the Drupal window, I have buttons to edit the selected file, to delete selected, which is what I'm going to do in a moment, or to download the selected file if you need to do some kind of editing that you can only do on your own computer, photo editing or something like that. But I have my image selected here. I am going to click on the delete selected, and Drupal will go in and again confirm with me that I want to delete the item because it cannot be undone. It's again an action that cannot be undone, so it requires 2 mouse clicks to confirm it. And when I say delete, I have fewer copies of my courtroom scene image. So perhaps I'll delete this one over here on the far right so we can see that this will get cleaned up. Delete selected. Again, I have to confirm the delete. And now I'm down to only 1 copy of my courtroom scene JPEG file, which might have been my goal. The final thing to learn how to do to manage your files and your images is to create a folder, a media folder, to hold that content. So the purpose of the media folders is to help you organize the images, the PDF files that you might have to help you on your website. On the Files tab, next to the Add File link, is a media folder link. When I click on that, I get an opportunity to go and add a term, which is the name of the media folder itself. So I'm going to click on Add Term, and I get to give this a name. I'll just call it Sample Media Folder, for example. I can give it a description if the name was not apparent or I wanted to give some more description to it. And then all I need to do is click on the Save button down here at the bottom left of the Drupal window. And when I click on that, Drupal creates that folder for me, and I get to go and look at the choice that says List in the upper right-hand corner, and it will show me, if I scroll down, where my sample media folder is, and I can drag using this folder structure. These are draggable links. I can drag this around to where I would like it to go to organize the files, the images, and the PDF files for my own website.